Happy Halloween. We got an 8-game NBA slate. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we are back to talk some more NBA. Like I said, happy Halloween to you guys. Hope you guys have some fun plans. I'm going to dress up as Joe Flacco. Pretty simple costume for me, that's right. But holy smokes, are we having fun yet? Goodness, the start of the NBA season is tough. I will say that. We went 0-2 yesterday. I feel should have been 1-1, but just didn't get the minutes we thought. And again, that's one of those things at the beginning of the year. You're learning rotations, playing times, how teams are playing. There is a lot that goes into this. So we had one of the most CLV bets ever in my life. Still lost. Doesn't always mean to win, but we'll go over that recap in just a little bit. We have NBA Cup games today for whoever cares about that. Here's a trend for NBA Cup games. Home underdogs are 28-19 against the spread in these NBA Cup games last couple of years. Something to think about. But anyways, any graphics you see in this video are from OUTLIER, the best betting research tool on the market today. Click that link below. You get a 7-day free trial. I use this every single day. But let's get into it. I got a little dad joke for you, so here we go. I wouldn't worry about your TV or smartphone spying on you. It's that vacuum cleaner. Been gathering dirt on you for years. And also, if you have a Halloween dad joke, leave it in the comments. I couldn't find any good ones. It was like last second, couldn't find one. But anyways, in this video, we're going to recap yesterday, and then we're going to go over leans. I got 2 leans for you, and I have 3 best bets, and then we'll finish it with the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and come join this great community we have here. I'm ready to get back on the winning track, but before that, it's recap time. All right, there it is, an 0-2 day on a small 4-game slate. This first one, this was frustrating. He's been playing like 30-plus minutes, averaging around 30 minutes per game, and he only played 25 here, and it kind of hurt. I mean, it did hurt because he had 9 points. He took 2 shots in the second half. Again, if he gets another 5-6 minutes and we only need one more bucket, it's probably there. But again, just not a ton of volume for him there. It happens. We fall a basket short. This one, I'm pretty sure Bam knew that everybody and their mother was on under 37.5 PRAs or under any PRAs. I had people commenting in the comments, there's no way you got 37.5. It was 33.5, even down to 32.5 at one time. Again, guys, sometimes this happens with player props. I get it the night before. If you're part of the website, you see it. It's the first place it goes, just to betoutside.com. And sometimes props just absolutely go crazy overnight. And this one plummeted. It never should have opened there. But you know what? The books got us because Bam came out and said, I don't care. I'm going to knock down every 3. I'm going to take a ton of 3s, and I'm going to dominate this game, and that's what he did. He had over 40 PRAs, I believe. Just tip your cap to Bam. My goodness, what a performance. So there it is, 1-4 on unders now. Rough start for unders. We had a great year last year. 14-18 on the season as we're down 3.86 units. It's time to start getting going. That's right. So again, long ways to go. Placed over 500 NBA bets last year. We are 32 bets in, but that's what we got for the recap. Now let's talk some leans. All right, I got 2 leans for you, and they're both player props. So the first one is something I've never bet myself, never given out, but you know what? I'm going to try because why not? It's a turnover prop. This might be a gem or it might not be. Quentin Grimes over 1.5 turnovers. That's right. Now, this is wild. He has 2+ turnovers in 29 straight games. How do you have a 100% hit rate on 29 straight and have a -115 line? I don't understand it. Again, I don't know if I found an absolute gem or if I'm going to end this streak. Would not be surprised there at all. I have not placed this bet because it's hard to bet on a turnover, but he's averaging 2.75 turnovers per game this year. He had 5 turnovers in the first game of the year against the same Boston Celtics team. He plays about 31 minutes a game, so plenty of chances. Celtics are average forcing turnovers this year, and that's all the analysis I have because it's turnovers. I need him to throw the ball to the other team or lose the ball twice. That's it. 29 straight. Again, found this on OUTLIER. We'll see if we found a gem or not. But second one, Keontae George of the Jazz under 21.5 points. It was 22.5, and that disappeared quickly. But this is a scary one because he's had 2 great games. So if you just look at the last 2, you're like, this doesn't look great. 26 against the same Suns team. So it's another rematch. And 29 versus the Portland Trailblazers. Good matchup there. And he still scored 29. 23 of his last 55 points have come from the free throw line. He went 15 for 15 from the free throw line last game. He also did both of these. He also had two good games, both at home in Utah. In his only road game he's ever played this year, he scored 18 versus the Sacramento Kings. So I don't think this free throw thing is sustainable at all. I don't see him shooting 12 to 15, making all of. I mean, he's a good free throw shooter, but I don't see him shooting that many. He's taken 15 or less field goal attempts in 3 of the 4 games this year, so it's not like he's shooting 20 times a game. He's facing the Suns. They suck. I can't deny it, obviously. That's why it's a lean right now. But they should have a better game plan. They're at home. They just saw him. You would hope so, right? This really is just a fade of the number, though. It's an ultimate sell high spot here. I think his line was like 16.5 the last game against the Suns, and now it's 21.5. So if he gets 12 or more free throw attempts per game, this one may be toast. But again, it's just a lean. So that's what I got for my 2 leans today. Now it is time for the best bets. All right, first I got to remind you about this awesome FanDuel promo. It's ending soon, but it's for new customers only. You bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets if you win that $5 bet. Just place a safe bet for $5 on a huge favorite and get those $300 in bonus bets. So how to get it? Click the link below in the description. It acts like the promo code. It gets this deal. It's an awesome promo. I really want you guys to take advantage of it, so I wanted to make sure you guys knew about it. But of course, you must be 21 years or older to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, back to the video. All right, this first one takes us out to Chicago, where the Bulls host the New York Knickerbockers. Knicks minus 4.5. Total of this one is 235. I'm going with that total. It's 235 is on some books. I actually got it at 235.5. Give me the under 235.5, minus 115 on BetMGM for a half unit. I know, taking it under on an NBA game seems like a suicide mission. I mean, it just sounds terrible. This season, the Bulls are under this line, though, in 2 of 4 games. Knicks, under this line in all 4 games. Only one of their games have gone over 230. Now, let's first talk the Bulls. We talked about it last time when I took the Hawks team total under against them. Their defenses looked better. We did lose that bet by a bucket, but they have the 3rd best defensive rating in the NBA so far. Again, small sample size, but the big reason, they have been excellent defending the three-point line. And we talked a little bit about that last time when they faced the Hawks. They are just absolutely running players off the three-point line. They have given up 27 three-point attempts per game. You hear that and you're like, that's a lot. No, that's the fewest in the NBA. The next closest is 31 with the Magic. I mean, it is insane. On top of their opponents not shooting many threes, they're also shooting the lowest three-point percentage in the league, 25.9%. In fact, again, in that game against the Hawks, we talked about how they've given up the second or third fewest wide open three-point attempts as well. So they are getting out there in a hurry. It's a three-point league, and they're making you score from the inside. Now, this could be an issue for the Knicks. Why? Well, they score the 4th highest percentage of their points from the free throw line. You guys know that. This is a three-point shooting team. Cat, Brunson, Bridges, all these guys. 40% of their points come from deep. They have the 2nd lowest percentage of their points in the paint. So they just don't score in the paint. And why is that a struggle or why is that a problem here? The Bulls, if you want to take advantage of it, it's in the paint. They have given up the most points in the paint in the NBA. It's crazy to have the 3rd best defensive rating and they've given up the most points in the paint. But again, it's a three-point league, and they do well at doing that. So they excel at taking away what the Knicks do offensively. Now let's talk the Knicks a little bit more. This will be the slowest paced team that the Bulls have played this season. They are playing at the 8th slowest pace through 4 games. Not surprising. They played at a slower pace last year too. But the Knicks defense, I talked about the Bulls being 3rd best defensive rating, Knicks 7th best defensive rating. The part that I also love, it looks like Mitch Robb is making his return. That's right, coming back. That's huge for this defense, as you guys know. Probably brings an even slower pace. So that's going to help. Again, I'm not expecting 30 minutes or anything from him. But so overall, I think the Knicks can slow down this fast-paced Bulls a little bit. Bulls' defensive scheme and how they play are great for defending the Knicks. Again, it's 235.5. I'm not saying they both need to score 100 and get shut down. But I think this is just a tad high. Maybe I look silly because unders in the NBA, you can look silly. But give me the under 235.5 as my first best bet. All right, this second one takes us out to Portland, Oregon, where the Blazers host the Denver Nuggets. Nuggets minus 4.5. Total in this one is 229.5. We're going back to the player we just cashed with. Give me Drew Holiday over 26.5 PRAs, minus 120 on Bet365 for a half unit. Not open on all the books. Hard Rock had this at minus 115 at 26.5. FanDuel is 27.5. Looked like it was about to move to 28.5, but I like this up to 28.5, to be honest with you. So let's talk Holiday. Again, he has regained his youth. As you can see by this outlier screenshot, over this in every single game this year, and he's gotten more and more every single game as the season's gone on, including 34 plus PRAs now in 3 straight games. Usage is high, minutes are high. He's the team captain here, and he is playing really well. On the season, averaging a huge 23.4 potential rebounds and assists per game. That's pretty high. Taking just over 14 field goal attempts per game, 7 threes. He scored 21 plus points alone in 3 straight. If he scores 21 again, I mean, we're sitting really pretty here. Facing the Nuggets, 24th in points allowed to point guards this year. They are top 10 so far, defending when it comes to rebounds and assists allowed to point guards. Not too worried about that through 4 games. Holiday's usage is plenty high. But point guards versus the Nuggets, Jeremiah Fears. You guys know him. How about 28 PRAs in 30 minutes against the Nuggets? Mike Conley, 17 PRAs in limited time. His line was 13.5. Steph Curry, ever heard of him? We took his over. And he had 55 PRAs. His line was 34.5. Again, Drew Holiday is not Steph Curry. I get it. But they are still struggling with some point guards. It's not like they're dominating him. So Holiday's consistently getting 30-plus PRAs per game. He should go over this even on just an average night. So let's bet Holiday on a holiday for over 26.5 PRAs as my second best bet. All right, this next one takes us out to Cleveland, Ohio, where the Cavaliers host the Toronto Raptors. Cavs minus 7.5. Total in this one is 238.5. Nobody in Toronto cares about this game because there's something else going on there in Toronto. But anyways, best bet in this one, Evan Mobley over 3.5 assists, minus 122 on FanDuel for a half unit. Really like this one. He's been handling the ball a lot more for the Cavs. A bonus, Donovan Mitchell may not play with a hamstring injury. Hey, they put him on the injury report this time. Good for them. Anyways, that should lead to even more opportunities. If he plays, still like it. So this is not why I'm betting it. But let's talk Mobley this year. As you can see by this outlier screenshot, over this line in 4 of 5 games, over in 4 straight after the opener. He has 10-plus potential assists in 4 straight, guys. 10 potentials, and you need 4. That's a lot of potential assists. Super high number. Obviously, because you assume guys are going to get around half of their potentials, but he's averaging just 2 potential assists less per game than Donovan Mitchell. He's made the 29th most passes in the NBA this season. That's actually really impressive for a non-point guard for a guy like him. The offense has run through him quite a bit. Facing the Raptors, overall, they're allowing the 5th most assists per game this season. They have the 2nd worst defensive rating in the NBA. It has plummeted. Maybe it's Ingram, maybe it's a bunch of things. They are not playing like their defense did in the second half of last year, so they're struggling defensively, giving up a lot of good looks. So volume is high here for Mobley. Great matchup, potential bump if Mitchell is out. I like it either way, but give me Mobley over 3.5 dimes as my third and final best bet on the video. If I have any added plays, it'll be in the pinned comments below on the website, X, Discord. You know the drill. But before we get out of here, let's check out that recap. All right, there it is. We start with an under 235.5 with the Knicks and Bulls for a half unit, and then Drew Holiday on a holiday over 26.5 PRAs for a half unit, and Evan Mobley over 3.5 dimes for a half unit. That's what I got. Let's get on a winning streak. Let's have a great weekend. Thank you guys for watching. As always, really appreciate it. Hope you have a great Halloween, and we'll talk to you soon.